All thanks and praises due to the basis foundation. God is most great. None has the right to be worshipped but you. Hello everyone, it's Stepdogg the Hip Hop Prophet, and I'm here with the next video in the YouTube series. And the name of this video is The Book of Revelation Revealed, Part 40, Threefold Woe over Babylon's Fall. Now this is a longer section. I'm going to try to read it all and explain it all in one swoop. We'll see how I can do. When the kings of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared her luxury see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, Woe, woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon. In 1 hour your doom has come. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Cargoes of gold, silver, precious stones, and pearls, fine linen, purple, silk, and scarlet cloth, every sort of citron wood, and articles of every kind made of ivory, costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble. Cargoes of cinnamon and spice, of incense, myrrh, and frankincense, of wine and olive oil, of fine flour, and wheat, cattle, and sheep, horses and carriages, and human beings sold as slaves. They will say, the fruit you longed for is gone from you. All your luxury and splendor has vanished, never to be recovered. The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her will stand far off, terrified at her torment. They will weep and mourn and cry out, Woe, woe to you, great city, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, glittering with gold, precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour such great wealth has been brought to ruin. Every sea captain and all who travel by ship, the sailors, and all who earn their living from the sea, will stand far off. When they see the smoke of her burning, they will exclaim, Was there ever a city like the great city? They will throw dust on their heads, and with weeping and mourning cry out, Woe, woe, woe to you, great city, where all who had ships on the sea became rich through her wealth. In 1 hour she has been brought to ruin. Rejoice over her, you heaven. Rejoice, you people of God. Rejoice, apostles and prophets, for God has judged her with the judgment she imposed on you. Okay. So the threefold woe. The first one addresses nations and countries. The second nation addresses, the second woe addresses merchants, businesses, companies. The final woe addresses, all the ships, that transport cargo from one nation to another over the sea. So, okay, the first part. When the kings of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared in her luxury see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, Woe, woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon. In 1 hour your doom has come. In this situation, they're not referring to New York City. They're referring to the Illuminati kingdom, Babylon, the devil's sixth kingdom. So they're referring to the destruction of the devil's kingdom. And they're referring to the fact that they made themselves partners with that kingdom and they benefited from it. And now that the hour of judgment has come and the doom of the Illuminati has come, now it's like, oh damn, we're screwed. You know what I mean? Like we sold out to the devil's kingdom and now the devil's kingdom is being destroyed. Not only that, but after the hour of judgment, there's still going to be smoke rising up from all the fires created by the volcanic eruption. And they're going to be all over the world. And basically, all these nations that have been in cahoots with the Illuminati, they're going to be like trying to be like, yo, this is crazy. We're screwed. They're going to try to, basically it's like the great city, you mighty city of Babylon, in 1 hour your doom has come. And, terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry. that's very like just that. Those are metaphors. Like that's what John saw. But it also is true. Like all these nations are going to be like, wait, we had nothing to do with this, I mean, we don't want any part of that and blah, blah, blah. Once the hour of judgment goes down, there's going to be people backtracking and, nations and leaders of nations being like, yo, no, we weren't doing, they're going to be trying to backstep and be like, yo, this isn't true. And they're also going to be like, damn, this is over. We're done. You know what I mean? We're not going to be ruling over this nation the way we were before, because the way we ruled over it was through the devil's kingdom, and that's done. So, I mean, and this is going to affect the whole world. It's not just going to affect the United States, but, a lot of times I speak thinking of just the United States because that's where I live. But nonetheless, the first woe comes from the nations. Then we have the second woe. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Then they give you a list of all different kinds of cargoes and human beings sold as slaves. So, I mean, they're just giving you a list of all different kinds of... Basically, what this means is... Okay, God's going to destroy the South China Sea. So there's obviously going to be an immediate impact of a lot of cargo and merchandise being destroyed during that hour. But it also refers to the stock exchange and some of these companies that are totally tied into the Illuminati. Nobody's going to want to buy their stuff anymore. The stock market's going to be gone. So, I mean, that's what this whole section refers to. And basically, it just gives you a long list of the type of merchandise that was expensive and valuable during John's time. Okay, and then they will say, the fruit you longed for is gone from you. All your luxury and splendor has vanished, never to be recovered. The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her will stand far off, terrified at her torment. They will weep and mourn and cry out, woe, woe, woe to you, great city, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, glittering with gold, precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour, such great wealth has been brought to ruin. Well, basically, all these companies that have been reaping huge profits. I gave Michael Jordan and Air Jordans as an example. They might cost $2 to make, but he's going to sell them for $150. That's going to be over with. That's done. That's gone. Not only that, but the stock market's gone. There's going to be no need for it anymore. You know what I mean? If a company wants to start, take a loan from God. And if you're successful, you'll pay back that loan and you don't need stocks for anything. Use your profits to expand your business. All this Illuminati, Jew Zionist banking and stock selling nonsense is gone. And, there's a lot of businesses and companies that are going to be like, we're ruined now. You know what I mean? We've been milking this, and now we're done. That's the second woe. Then the final woe is the actual, cargo ships. Every sea captain, all who travel by ship, the sailors, all who earn their living from the sea will stand far off when they see the smoke of her burning. They will exclaim, was there ever a city like the great city? They will throw dust on their heads and with weeping and mourning cry out, woe, woe, woe to you, great city, where all who had ships on the sea, where all who had ships on the sea became rich through her wealth. In 1 hour she has been brought to ruin. And basically, cargo ships are going to be very weary after the hour of judgment of wanting to take off. They're not going to even want to do business anymore. Not only that, but like I said, 1/3 of all ships, cargo ships, pass through the South China Sea every single day. So the day that God decides to destroy the South China Sea, 1/3 of all cargo ships and all their merchandise is going to be destroyed. And the ships that are heading there, they're not going to want to go there. They're going to be like, yo, we need to turn around, because otherwise we're screwed. So, I mean, you know, those are the threefold woe. Not only that, but it also means this. Because you got to realize the cargo ships are taking these products from China and taking them to other countries. And a lot of times, the products that China is producing are the products of businesses that are in other countries. And basically, the businesses are having China make the products because they can make them there extremely cheap, because they paid their people over there like slaves, because the Chinese don't believe in human rights. So, you know, also, these businesses are then going to have to start making the products in their own country or whatever. They're not going to be able to do this nonsense anymore, because not only is the continent of Asia going to be, you know, destroyed massively during the hour of judgment, but also as God implements God's system, God's going to normalize everything, where the cost of living is going to be the same everywhere. The minimum wage is going to be everywhere throughout the world. You're not going to be able to play this game where, oh, they're paying people 10 cents in China. No, the minimum wage is going to be established throughout the world, and that is going to have to be paid no matter what. So these ships aren't going to be doing that anymore, because what's the sense of sending jobs to another country when it's going to cost the same to make them in your country? It's going to cost the same. It's over with. That's what this is all about. But after the hour of judgment, some companies are going to be like, yo, you know, we're heading right there. We got to turn around. We got to go back. All that other stuff. You know, there's plenty of levels of meaning, but the main meaning is this whole Illuminati system is gone bye-bye. It's gone. And the nations, the merchants, and the couriers, or the ships that transport products from one nation to another, yeah, they're going to be like, you know, we're done. We're screwed. All because of this hour of judgment. This is a great thing for the United States of America, because even though the companies in this country have been, you know, raping us by doing this, after this they won't be able to do that anymore. And not only that, but they have to give us the jobs to make the products. So it is a benefit to this country, definitely. You know what I mean? And other countries as well. And China's done. Like I said, after the hour of judgment, and after the plague of locusts, they're going to start the mother of all wars. They know they're done. God has no use for them. They never embraced God. And then when the Jews shared Marxism with them, they embraced communism. And they won't let their people believe anything. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want any discussion of God whatsoever. So they're done. So those are the three woes. And then after that it says, rejoice over her, you heaven. Rejoice, you people of God. Rejoice, apostles and prophets, for God has judged her with the judgment she imposed upon you. Well, basically, the Illuminati system has been raping all of us and keeping all of us down, and now the Illuminati's down. You know what I mean? And we're no longer down, or at least the people who decide to follow the golden rule are not going to be down anymore. We're going to rejoice over this, because this godless, devil-worshipping system is going to be over with. And they're not going to be able to, like the American people, the average person has gotten screwed over this Illuminati system. I mean, back during my grandfather's time, we did used to make all of our products here in America. But since then, in the last 60 or 70 years, that's changed. And now if you don't have a service job, chances are you're not working. Very few products are produced in the United States anymore. And that is a fact. And that is the threefold woe over Babylon's fall. All thanks and praises due to the Basis Foundation. God is most great. None has the right to be worshipped but you.